Welcome back to more Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Last time we got the Leap Stone and made it to the Colosseum, which has some of my favorite music. Oh, baby. Just listen to that. Oh, it's so good. And hey, would you look at that? It's our next big upgrade. Mist could pass, which don't you worry, it will certainly be. But yeah, I love the Colosseum's music. I believe its name is specifically Wandering Ghosts. It's so good, and it makes me feel bad for using the stopwatch here, but these enemies are a little annoying to fight without it, so forgive me. But man, is it so good to listen to. Oh. So, otherwise, I'm going to try to get a couple more hearts here, because I would like to have plenty of our stopwatch. Ooh, and there's a new sub-weapon. I want to say that's called the lightning gun, or something like that. The whole point of it is that you shoot like a little dart, it attaches to an enemy, and then you can repeatedly zap them. It's crazy good. Otherwise, let's save our game right here, because we've got a boss fight coming up right away, pretty much. It's one of the few areas that really gives you an immediate boss fight, but man, it's pretty cool. So we'll use our time, grab some extra hearts, and head on into the Colosseum. They also give you a library card, which is nice.
Who are you? Open hell's gate. Come forth, my servants. The scent of your blood. You're a Belmont. Crush this flea who invades my castle.
Huh. So yeah. Turns out, Richter is in control. Also, wow, we killed the Minotaur fast. That is insane. As you notice, clock didn't do much for these guys, but sometimes it slows bosses if nothing else.
I'm certain that was a Belmont. So he says he's the lord of this castle.
So yeah, the plot thickens. Richter mysteriously disappears and now claims he's the lord of Castlevania. Otherwise, make sure to hit that button and grab the Form of Mist. Now, with the left bumper, you can turn into mist for a brief period of time. It's not great, but it is required, and it can be useful in some places. It kind of works like a third jump if you need just that extra little bit of height. I wouldn't rely on it, but it can be useful in a pinch. So, now that we have that, let's explore the actual Colosseum. There's plenty of goodies. And also, save the game and make sure to get our MP back. Because trust me, there are some very dangerous enemies here, and we want to make sure we're in tip-top fighting condition for them. Beautiful. Otherwise, may as well head down to B2. I like that they're labeled on the pillars, very useful. And say hello to a very awkward room. This is a room that, if I were you, try to input Soul Steal the minute you walk in. Alternatively, slow time. Oh, come on. I'm not gonna lie. I've been using a blanket to help muffle the controller sounds, and that really just messed me up. Oh, come on. Really? No? No? Dark Metamorphosis. Great, thank you. Really? Oh, come on. Sometimes the game is really iffy with how you have to input these, and I'll be honest, with sweaty hands, it's not the easiest thing. But when it works, man, does it work. Ow. So yeah, just do your best. Get through things as well as you can. Be a little careful. Okay, buddy. Come on. There we go. Woo. I was worried that guy with the gun was going to pick me off. And we'll get the shield rod. This is finally a weapon worth using over the jeweled knuckles. It takes a while. Now, the reason this is, when you attack with the shield rod, nothing super interesting happens. It's not exactly very fast, it has decent range, but you can make this little Gradius thing pop up. It basically reflects projectiles. Now you might be thinking, that's it? It's just a damage increase and it's kind of slow. Well, if you press the shield button with the attack, you can activate a special shield-specific ability. In this case, with the Night Shield, that's offense up. We now have 52 attack, which is insane. Look how quickly we killed that enemy. Remember that guy? He's gone. Seriously, this combination is insane. Now, don't be crazy with it, but understand that it is really powerful. And, to boot, every single shield in the game has a unique effect, even the Alucard shield. Huh? So yeah, the Alucard shield's unique effect is nothing. It's the only shield that does nothing. Otherwise, even the leather shield, should we activate it, summons a cow, which gives you, I believe, a small defense increase. None of them are really that good right now, but the shield one is really good, because the horse gives you that big offense boost, which is so good. I want to say the boosts last for, I think it's 1 minute and 8 seconds, give or take. So you can get a lot of mileage out of it. Ooh, and there, the enemy dropped a medal. I want to say we can equip that. Yeah, +1 defense, +1 attack. Very nice. I'm not used to getting free goodies like that. Very nice. Otherwise, let's see. Alright, the Colosseum map is a bit of an interesting one to fill out. But you want to make sure you get what you can right now. Oh god, and here's some fun enemies. I say fun with quotation marks because they hurt. These are Valhalla Knights. Try not to let their weapon hit you, because boy, does it hurt. But with the boosted shield rod damage, you should be able to get through the room just fine. Otherwise, oh, I missed a room. Well, let's try to head back. Ow. Whew, careful. Again, try to hit their top side rather than the weapon. Yeah, because 21. That is a big difference. It's a 20 damage difference, in fact. So, be careful. Otherwise, when I find a pretty tanky enemy, I'll try to soul steal and get some health back. Ah, you're just who I'm looking for. Ooh. Oh, come on. No, that's Dark Metamorphosis. Quit it. Oh, come now. Again, not easy doing this with sweaty hands, because I've been keeping them under a blanket, but I'll try my best. Ugh. Okay, come on. I know exactly what I'm doing wrong, too. I keep accidentally holding my controller down a little and angling the stick up when I try to do it. So, don't do that. It won't work very well. Otherwise, just for my own sanctity of mind, let's save the game and heal up. Very nice. And admittedly, we really need to get some more hearts so we can use that stopwatch a bit more. For now, we'll do pretty fine, but again, kind of a big priority. Otherwise, let's just take care of you. Ooh! It's pretty big damage. I need to re-up our damage buff, but should be fine for right now. Now, notably, whenever you do the shield summon, it does take MP, but it's such a negligible amount that I really can't advise against it. So, if I were you, just get that damage boost and go crazy. And maybe don't get knocked around like a doll again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this room can be a nightmare. Alright, fellas, come on. Knock it off. Again, try to make sure you get hit by them, not the weapon. Because that damage really hurts and adds up. My gosh. Well, I'm happy I healed, if nothing else. Ooh. Alright. Now, luckily, we know there's a save over here, so let's go get that. Luckily, we have some nice, easy enemies. I do love that sword slash they do, the little star they make. Pretty cool. I also love that they don't do a lot of damage. Makes getting to the save room all that much easier. Ah, thank goodness. Ah, that feels so much better. And then otherwise, I want to say we just need to explore this underside of the Colosseum, and then we should be done here for now. Ow. Excuse me, I will absolutely keep my stopwatch. No holy water or axe for me, thank you. Ow. Man, that guy can slide, huh? Heart max up, beautiful. No need for the dagger. And also, cool little thing right here. For anyone who's played Dracula X or Rondo of Blood, you might recognize the enemy that is dead in the background there, because that is one of the... I believe he chases you in the intro, which is a really cool detail. Now, this golden skeleton is a very interesting enemy. Once you have beaten the game, and you have a clear game save file, on a repeat playthrough... So long as you have that save file still on your system or in your system, that enemy has a chance of dropping the best ring in the game. It's only on New Game Plus playthroughs, so unfortunately, because I've gotten rid of all my save files, we cannot get it, but it is notable. So, if you're playing New Game Plus, maybe go out of your way, put on your Alucard mail, and try farming it, because man, is it good. Otherwise, that should be just about everything in the Colosseum for now. I say for now. Once we get the other traversal ability, which is actually what we're going to try to get today, there's something very good we can get here, and I want to get it for sure, because it is one of my favorite items in the game. Otherwise, what we should do is equip a library card, because we actually need to go back there. Sounds kind of weird, but hey, trust me on this. So yeah, as advertised, library card brings you right on back. Very nice. And we're going to the north now. I say to the north. We're going up. My goodness. I mean, look, it's not wrong. North is the compass direction of where it would be, but you get the point. Now, while I do like the shield rod, I do find it funny that almost as soon as you get it, and then get the next traversal ability, you outrank it. Also, here's a bit of a mean thing. There's not a wall on this save room. Make sure to look for that, because that could mess you up. Also, let's activate the steed ability there. Get some nice increased damage. Because that offense increase is no joke. It is so good. Made dealing with all those guys a cinch. Beautiful. And welcome to this room. Now, as you can see, you barely can't make it up there, but power of mist, you can. Very useful. Ooh, stone mask. Is it any good? Overall? Yeah, I'd say so. Extra defense, we'll take it. And if you move into this bookshelf, you can go beyond and get the Holy Rod and the Topaz Circlet. Kind of cool. It increases your int by a fair bit, but it decreases your defense so much. I'm not a big fan. You also get the Holy Rod, which is, admittedly, not bad. I believe it deals holy elemental damage, so it's effective against a lot of enemies, and it is extremely fast. So I like using it. While the Shield Rod does have the enchant abilities of the shields, this is just a pretty good weapon. Still, it's not the weapon I'm referring to or the item I want. But for now, may as well give it its time in the spotlight while it's still relevant. Alright, come on now. You know, I don't think I'm in the minority of saying that flea men are probably some of the worst enemies in Castlevania. God, I tell ya. Obnoxious little things. You know what? I'm just gonna leave. Goodbye. Again, sometimes just damage boosting through enemies is the way to go. Oh ho! Hello, Lesser Demon. Now again, luckily, we just got this nice new rod here, which will help us fight him. Ow! Get out of here. There we go. Nothing we can't handle. Get a nice life max for our troubles. And then our prize awaits us. Now you can come here as soon as you get the leap stone, and you could get some of these items, but you wouldn't be able to pass right here. So, with the power of mist, we now get the soul of the bat, which is flight. So, with the right bumper, you can now turn into a bat. And you have a new spell. By holding the jump button and then doing a full circle on your control stick, you can use Wing Smash. Not only is this a damaging attack, but it allows you to move incredibly fast. These are all of the traversal skills you need to finish the game. So long as you have the double jump, the Jewel of Open, the Form of Mist, and the Bat, that's pretty much all you need to beat the game. There are other things you can get that will help, mind you, including an upgrade for the various transformations, but these are pretty much the biggest things you want. Otherwise, let's use our library card. Save us a little bit of backtracking. And then, I want to go back to the Colosseum. Now, I was a bit of an overzealous fool. Actually, no. Nope, I opened the shortcut. Because now is when you can go back to basically everywhere on the map and get all of the little things you missed. Whoops. Oh, that's an oopsies. I tried to backdash cancel. Forgot I had my library card equipped. Don't forget to unequip that like me. I mean, look, it's only 500 gold, but still, it adds up. Now, if you want, you can fly up here and look at things you couldn't see before. Doesn't really do anything for you, but hey, it's kind of cool. The other nice thing is, look at that. The Holy Rod does really good damage to these books. So, I love using it. Because, man, it is so good. And then otherwise, let's see. I think I want to go to the teleport room. That's just north of here. And then take that over to the... Where is it? Yeah, over to Olrox's quarters. Because that's basically the next progression area, but it's the closest to the Colosseum, which is actually where I want to go, because it has an item I want to get right away. Trust me, it is worth getting. So I know we're going all over the place and exploring all these different places, but let me tell you, it's worth grabbing this. Because if you think the Holy Rod is good, let me tell you, the item we're going to get is even better. Plus, by doing all this backtracking, we can take the time to get our hearts back up, which is pretty good. I mean, look, let's be honest. Getting more hearts is always good. Beautiful. Take our nice little teleport on over. And let's see. Nope. Hopefully just one more. Beautiful. And while this is pretty much the way to go, I don't want to do it quite yet. Once we get the item I'm after, we can do it, but for now, I want to just clear out all these pesky enemies. And as you can see, fighting these guys takes forever, right? You're probably thinking, man, I wish I could just plow through them and not have to worry. Well, luckily for you, the bat upgrade does just that. Because with Wing Smash, you can move so quick and just rip through enemies. It is so darn good. So, if you're trying to get through an area quickly, I would use it. Otherwise, we need to get to the north middlemost point of the Colosseum. Whoop. Come on. There we go. Now, like every other transformation, the bat does use MP, and it's probably the most MP heavy of the three, just because you're going to be in it for a while. But it is quite good and worth the MP, trust me. Now, on this trip back, I'm probably going to go all the way to the left and explore all of that, as well as the room below it. Just because there's really not a better time to do it than right now. So I figure while we're backtracking, may as well get it out of the way. Also, I think the room I want is around here somewhere. Also, I did not mean to activate our stopwatch. Yep, there it is. So although you can hit it, if you just had Form of Mist, you couldn't actually get up there. So with the bat, you can. And for your prize, you receive the Holy Sword. And holy moly, is it good. 35 damage. It has the same animation, basically, as the Alucard sword, and it's wholly elemental. It also has a unique attack, much like the Alucard sword, with a quarter circle forward, which does that cool effect. I want to say it does more damage and has a really high chance of critically hitting. It is really good, and it's one of my favorite early game weapons. Or, well, I suppose mid-game. But you get what I mean. It is a phenomenal weapon. Otherwise, let's not be greedy and save the game. And something I realized too, I never explained what the red cloak is that we found here. That is the blood cloak. It lowers some of your stats, but it has the added benefit of giving you hearts when you get hit. So it'll give you higher defense, sure, but it lowers your luck, which kinda sucks. For now, we'll equip it just because it does look cool, and frankly, I could use the hearts. So we'll equip it, and that way, anytime we take damage on the way back, we'll get some free hearts. Very useful. And yeah, look how good that sword is. It is awesome. Now, I don't want to go north from here. I just want to go to these rooms right here, because there are a ton of items we can get here that are very useful. Not the Morning Star, but it is there. May as well grab it. And in order to explore the map, you got to make sure you go to these corners. This might be the first area you really run out of MP with the bat, but trust me, it'll be quite worth it. Make sure you hit all the corners, get that map completion. Grab some TNT, it's dynamite. Get the Ankh of Life, of course. Why wouldn't Alucard get the Ankh of Life? I mean, look, he's only a vampire who doesn't die to natural causes. Of course the Ankh of Life is a natural fit for the guy. Whoops. Almost didn't grab a corner. Don't be like me, make sure you're getting them. And two, the other big thing that's cool with the Cloak of Blood, like all the other capes in the game, is that it changes the color of your bat wings, which is a really cool detail. I think it looks really good with the bat. Otherwise, as you saw, we got the Mystic Pendant, which I want to put on right away because it increases your MP restoration. I'm going to have this on for a pretty darn long time because it is just so good. The Ankh of Life is decent, it increases heal item power, but after this point in the game, you really don't need it, like, ever. So, I don't bother. Otherwise, while we're here, let's do some backtracking. And at this point, I like to go back to the beginning of the game because there are some upgrades there you can get. Because you can fly, the world is now your oyster, basically. You can do everything you couldn't before. So, I like to go back and do it all. We'll grab this little map percent that we missed. Very nice. Use Wing Smash, get exactly where we need to go. And, ho-ho, grab the Bat card. This is one of the familiars. Here, you can see their level, how much EXP they have, and what they look like. Admittedly, the Bat isn't my favorite, but it's alright, so may as well summon him. Hey, buddy. Now, there are, I believe, 5 familiars in the game. Of the 5, only 3 of them are really ever worth using, unfortunately. So, the Bat isn't really one of them, I hate to say. Nothing against him, it's just all the other familiars have much more use than the Bat does. Some are better for combat, others are good at using items, such as, I believe, well, I don't think the game's actually told us who's good for that, so I'll keep that a little secret. But just know that there are plenty of familiars to find. I want to say in the Sega Saturn version of Symphony of the Night, there are actually other unique familiars that are only found in that version. So, it's probably worthwhile checking out that version at some point if you're in love with this game the way I am. Now look, I'm not the biggest super fan of the game, that much is true, but I do love it to the point where, you know, obviously I know this stuff and want to bring it up so you guys have an idea of it. Perfect. And then, I don't feel like I need to hit the save. We should be all fine. There we go. Oh, I knew I was going to get hit. And yeah, see, when you take damage, a little heart spawns. Very useful. Now, I believe it doesn't give it to you. You have to actually collect it. But other than that, it's pretty useful. So, if you're low on hearts and in a pinch, may as well equip it. Yeah, see? The Bat helps you fight. He's not the best combatant. Combatant, right? Pretty good. But hey, he's useful. Also, we'll grab that life max up I missed earlier. We could have got that when we had the leap stone, but not a big deal that we missed it. Otherwise, we'll use Wing Smash here just to get through everything nice and quick. Also, it's funny because the Bat likes it when you turn into a bat. Cute little detail. There we go. And this room. Enter this tunnel as a dog. Then turn into a bat and exit. If you do that... oh. I think I did it wrong. Dog... bat. Now that we've done that, sometimes it's a little finicky, but once you do that, ow, get out the water, it opens this secret passage, which gives you a life apple and the Jewel Sword. This is a cool weapon. It transforms enemies into jewels. It has a really cool effect, but its swing speed and on-the-ground recovery is extremely slow. Basically, you equip that with any luck-boosting gear, and you can get money pretty darn quickly. It's pretty good. I never really use it, but hey, the option's there. Again, later on when you're farming, you know, a couple million, it can be very useful. Also, here's this guy. Ow. Alright. Alright. Really? Here I am. I stop time. I keep doing it. I keep doing it where I press up instead of down. Ow. Ooh. Man, I'm taking way too much damage here. This is bad. Really? Oh, I felt like I didn't even... Alright, this is getting dangerous. Having flashbacks to a certain other death I had. Let's not repeat that, shall we? Oh man, I'm really just messing it up. That time I didn't even press the stick all the way down. Look, I'm alright at the game, I ain't the best. Because obviously I fumble stuff like this all the time. There we go. Alright, now I feel better. You know what? Let's do this. Conjure up some fireballs, just like dear old dad. Ow. Really gotta stop jumping into guys. Yeah, see? If you use the attack command with the sword, the quarter circle forward and then attack, it does some really good damage really quickly. I love it. Otherwise, for our trouble coming all the way back here, we receive a save room. Very nice. Though that's not the only treasure for coming this way. I would hope it wouldn't be. Hello, Mr. Bat. But you receive the Holy Mail. So, not only do we now have a holy sword, we have the Holy Mail, which is really good defensively. I would absolutely recommend coming back and grabbing this. It is darn good. Otherwise, though, that is pretty much going to do it for today. Next time we play Castlevania Symphony of the Night, we'll go back to Olrox's quarters and take a look around with our newfound flight. As always, I'm Brad. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.